Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Well, I hope you're, seems to be the statement I make for a lot of these videos. I hope you are having a better day than I am. Just posted an Instagram post and a YouTube post about Sidonia. As I said lately, she's really been struggling to keep weight on her and get her to eat. And after finding out about Scamper, um, the vet and I talked about doing an ultrasound for Sidonia just to be on the safe side, and yeah, come to find out Sidonia's got something going on in her stomach too. It is more of a mass rather than like a thickening of her stomach wall, so she likely has what is called an adenosarcoma. She said it was significant, but she feels like it's been there a while. It's either in her stomach or her pancreas, and because she's had some pancreatic values be out of whack, it could be either. She's not real. She said it could be her pancreas. She still feels like it's in her stomach, but who knows? It could all be connected. But anyway, just short and sweet, we're putting her on the same kind of palliative care plan that we're putting for Scamper. Dr. Mandy's her name. She thinks the steroid will still help some um, with Sidonia, even though it's not a lymphoma. It would probably help more if it was a lymphoma. She thinks it'll buy her some time. She doesn't seem to think it's growing crazy fast. So as long as there's no complications that come up from it, she said both her and Scamper, it would be hard for her to say that they have a year, but we might get close to that, barring any complications. But when it comes to things like this in terminally ill animals, just like with people, complications could change that to weeks. It could change that to months. Basically, just now I have two terminally ill cats, both with a different type of, likely both with a different type of stomach cancer. And I asked if it could have been anything environmental, if it could have been the food or anything. It's really odd. One's 18, one's 16. They come from two completely different directions as far as I know, so they're not related in any way. And my vet just said it's age. Most cats end up with some form of kidney disease, and if you take real good care of them and they survive that, and outside things that would take them out earlier in their life, as they get older they just increase their risk for things like cancer. And the thing is, Scamper's 16 and Sidonia's 18, and that is pretty darn old in cat years. And it was just it was just waiting for something was going to come along eventually to take them out. And so that this is it for them. So it feels like we've dealt with quite a bit of cancer in our cats in this house, but again, we usually can stave off. I've only had one cat actually pass away from kidney failure, and that was due to a steroid shot. We had no control over prolonging that out because he needed the steroid shot to have quality of life. But everybody else has always been taken out by something else. So we do a good job of keeping their kidneys in check, but we can't. There are just some things we can't prevent, and I am shocked. I am trying to deal with it, and I'm not doing well. And I'm starting to tear up. So we're going to stop talking about it, but I did want to put that in there because I mentioned Sunday she was going in, and I figured people would be curious. But yeah, that and the policy stuff, there's still some up in the air stuff that could be life changing in regards to whether I work remotely or whatever in the next 3 to 6 months, and I don't have an answer on that either. So it's just been a really It's been a really, really rough year and really rough couple of days. So, all right. Now that I got that out of the way, they're both, her and Sidonia's home. She stayed overnight just so they could work in the ultrasound this morning. I'm glad we did because at least we know. Um, was a surprise to be sure. It wasn't like we were actually expecting something. And what's funny is she's 18 and like her kidneys probably look the best of any of my old cats. So like her kidneys have nothing to do with this. Really, our only problem's ever been thyroid. And honestly, she's more concerned about keeping her thyroid numbers stable than like that would cause more problems sooner than the other things. So, oh gosh. Anyway, okay. So, moving on from that horrendously sad topic, we have new books, and I was I still am excited for the books, but obviously that excitement's been a little tempered today. Um, but I got some new books, couple of them from some familiar and loved artists to me and publishing companies, and then a couple new to me, or one new to me artist that I saw the pictures and saw the book and I was just really interested. So let's get started. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad that I started this on such a sad note, but I had to get it's like I just had to get it out and I had to talk about it. I mean, y'all, the hits keep coming and they don't stop coming. Great. Now I'm oh no, quoting that song as the song All Star states. Oh my gosh. Unsubscribe from 2023. I signed up for the trial. I don't want to sign up. Just go ahead and cancel me out of it. Okay. RJ Hampson has a new book out, and this one's really exciting because if you're he does have a mailing list. Like I'll put his website down in the description. You can subscribe to his monthly mailing list, and a lot of times he'll put out a free image to color. And he's done a lot of images playing on Mr. Fogarty. So I love the fact that now he's got a whole book that's centered around Mr. Fogarty and his adventures. Again, beautiful matte cover, very, very standard R.J. Hampson if you are familiar with his work. We've got the nameplate page with the black backing. It says, join Mr. Fogarty on a tale of adventure, romance, and relaxation. Get your feet wet as you paddle through this watery collection of pen and ink illustrations, all waiting to be brought to life through color. He made his debut in the coloring book Night Garden. His continued popularity is now rewarded with The Frog's Tale. Sorry, I'll pause that if you want to read all that. And then using this book he typically has. He titles his pages, which I love that he does. Here he is fishing. Love that. Love the little worms escaping his bucket there. I really should have just waited and done this tomorrow. I just needed a distraction, guys. I really did. Morning tea. I mean, all the cats are getting older, and it was only a matter of time. I mean, I've had cats. I don't know if I've had two cats with that are terminally ill before, but I mean, I've had multiple cats with really major health issues to manage, but I mean, it was just inevitable. I've had so many of them, and 5 of them are 15 and older. It just was probably inevitable that at least 2 or 3 of them would be dealing with something major. So And then poor Leroy, who's only like 3 or 4, gets crystals in his bladder, so it's not like he's safe either because he's young. That's so cute. Love a full-size image. I like the smaller images too, but I like the variety of these. I like that he constantly looks like he's prepared for a golf game. Like, he's just perpetually prepared. The parlor wall. Kind of makes me think a little bit of the reptiloids with that picture. Oh, there's some books I hadn't looked at in a hot minute. River Dreaming. I love they're just about breaking their neck trying to get out of the way. I just love his art. So much variety to it. So much variety to these pictures. Some of them, you know, framed in. Some of them free-flowing. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's charming the snake, so it's all good. I thought he hadn't realized the snake was wrapping around him, but that was apparently the intent, so. His nemesis is Mr. Hedgehog. Oh, boy. Well, royal audience. Boy, she's sitting there looking a bit rough. They look a bit skeptical with their eyes like that. Oh, love the band here. That's fun. It's got extra band members all around in the leaves and branches. That's cool. He's jousting on the snail. Can you imagine watching that event? Like, that would be, yeah, very slow. Oh, I love this. I love him and her both in their fancy attire there. I think that might be my favorite image so far, though I really like the band one. It's got little feet up on the stool. So are they supposed to be part of the band, or are they supposed to be the captive audience? Because they just don't look like they're real interested. Alright, so the second series of pages, he does give you 2 page sets, which I do appreciate, because with his stuff, I have a feeling I will be inspired to try different things, and so this helps me limit the risk of messing up a page and then not being able to go back and fix it. So, all right, let's go to the next one. So again, I cannot resist Coco here lately in particular, and this book looked adorable. I haven't seen this one much, but they have a ton of books. Like, I think I could just be collecting Coco books and probably have like a bookshelf just filled for Coco. So couldn't resist this one. This is The Magic Garden. All of the books today, by the way, are Amazon printed, just as a FYI. A little information there. Sorry, I don't know why. Oh, it's probably just the time of day if you want to pause and read. Looks extra washed out today. Sorry about that. Oh, that is so cute. Now see this one, so last week I got books that were printed with a black background, and they were nice, luscious black backgrounds. None of these lines running through them. This feels more like a dark gray than a black. Like within a week my printing's different. This came from Coppell, Texas. The ones I had last week came from South Carolina. So yeah, it does seem to vary greatly. I still don't mind the images. Like, I still am okay with them. I don't see the lines in the images, so. But it's still not a nice, like, actual solid black background. It looks more like a dark, washed out gray. But the pictures are still really cute. Love that one. Oh, are they all black background? That's pretty cool. Got a lot of fairies in this garden. Oh my gosh, the fairies are bringing food? Like, heck yeah. I feel like these pages might be really good for testing out. Like, I haven't used colored pencils much on Amazon paper except for shading over marker, so I feel like some of those like just freeform like plant pages might be good ones. Oh, I love the little animals. That is so cute. And taking a nap in his bed. Another frog performance group. These guys look a little more high energy. All of them do. I wonder if Haley did. She did Froggy February last year. I don't know if she's doing it again this year. I was like, man, I have plenty of frogs for the month now. No big deal though. I still feel bad. Somebody tagged me in a picture they were looking forward to Foxy February and on Instagram, and I felt so bad. Okay, not all of them are black background. Like, y'all, I really, honestly, with how this month has went so far, it was probably the best decision. She came up here earlier. So Sidonia is my orange and white cat, and I feel like maybe it was my color and chats, not last weekend, but the weekend before in the Joshua Dunbar book. She dropped by for a minute. I don't know if she actually showed up in the video, but I had to like, she came over here and sat on the book. Like, that was how much she wanted my attention. Like she's like Scamper, or at least she was. She much prefers her daddy. And will lay in his lap and lay beside him and look at him adoringly. But, you know, I'm just like, meh. Well, he's busy, so I guess you'll do kind of kind of attitude. Though she'll play with me a lot. Or at least she used to. I don't know how she's going to feel much, you know. Don't know what kind of energy she's going to have, though. I'm going to try to make more of an effort to get she loves the laser light. I'm going to try to make more of an effort to get the laser light out and play with her a little bit more. And I think that was it for the book. Sorry, I just kind of flipped through all those pages at the end. I think it's just, yeah, leave your Amazon review. That was it. Okay. Alright, new book. New to me artist, Erik Barrett, I think, is new to me. It's called Magical World, a coloring book of fantasy adventures. And I was digging the black backgrounds, of course. Some of the screenshots and stuff I saw, I just couldn't resist. Few little tips. After the Great Magic War, this world has lost its colors. There's nothing left but black and white. Embark on a journey to bring all the colors back to our beautiful magical world. Got a little tester page here. Very nice. That stinking line. Looks like there's a little quote or something on the back page for these pages. You know, I'll use marker. I don't mind that too much. These images are so pretty though. That looks like a cat owl right there. These are such neat images. Love how the people are drawn in here. Little kitty, eagle. Y'all know I love the witch pictures. The heck is going on here? I think it's a dragon breathing fire, but like there's all this other stuff in there, like a sword and some jewels, a skull, an eye, like all kinds of things. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a great time to wear heels, is if I had wings and could fly everywhere, then I can look good in my high-heeled boots and I don't actually have to walk in them. Deep in the woods. I love the perspective of this picture. The way it's looking down in the forest, like you're one of the owls or something. Ooh, that's pretty. Thankfully, I'm only seeing the lines on the backs of the pages, so. Because I am loving these black backgrounds. Oh, I love it. Like he's got armor on. Like a little chest plate. Little bracers on his legs and stuff. What in the world? I have no idea what this thing is. Like, I see the birds, but up in the clouds. Oh, it's so cool. Again, a really neat, different perspective. Oh, these are... The other dragon one might have been landscape too. I really like these. The Skye ones. I think they're probably my favorites in the book. Dive into the ocean. Oh, that's pretty. I've said I'm not a huge fan of mermaids, but I actually really love this one, the way her hair's fanned out like that. And again, it's a different perspective on the picture. Magic is just science that we don't understand yet. I like that. A lot of pictures in this book. The countryside. Oh my gosh, these fat little birds. I love it. With the little school of fish in the picture too. Like the flying fish. This looks like me after I've stuffed myself full of pasta and cereal. It's like, oh gosh. Instead of flying, it's like, I gotta get up off this couch and do things. Love the little little flying dinosaur butterfly thing happening there. Cities. Ooh, I love that picture. Really wish it had been a dark background, but I guess this could be day or night. If there's like encroaching storm clouds, that would be a cool way to do it. Can you imagine just walking along, looking at your phone, minding your own business. Gigantic turtle in the sky. I feel like I've seen this book on a couple of people's channels because some of these feel just a little bit familiar. Ooh, gigantic fluffy cat. Love it. This was the one one of the ones I was really excited about. These weird little fat like bird bat things happening here, like the long dragon. I love it. Her like snapping a picture with her kitty. I don't know, there's this whole picture here. I think this is my favorite one in the book. So, very cool. I am quite pleased with that. The beautiful pages, the challenge is going to be feeling like I can actually color some of these because they look really sharp. Very cool. And finally, I go back and forth on getting digital versions of the Coloring Book Cafe or Morgana Skye books. And then sometimes I just get the paper copies because I'm lazy. And I don't want to print them all out. And that was the case here. I saw Colorful Dreams, I believe it was, flip through this one. And I really like Morgana Skye's books. I think they're definitely my favorite, but they kind of co-publish under Coloring Book Cafe. So, you know, yeah, I think all these were printed in Texas. So, like I said, it feels like kind of a toss-up when you get books printed as to what you're going to get when it comes to like black backgrounds and stuff. Like I said, y'all could see I had, let's skip through all these short little thumbnails because we're going to look at the whole pictures. I thought this was adorable. Gabbing birds, gossiping about what that old neighborhood tomcat's up to. Love that. Like she busted out that door. Like she heard the Amazon truck coming. That's me. Hear the UPS truck coming. I'm like, packages. Bam. Oh, a little flower on his head. These are pretty simple pictures too, which I like a lot. You see, I get a variety. Like, sometimes I'm more in the mood for something simple. Every once in a blue moon, I buy way more books that are complex than I probably am in the mood for to color. That's cute. Oh, oh, he's such a chunky kitty. Such a chonker. I love it. Love her little dress there. So cute. Is that the hedgehog from the Mr. Fogarty book? Like, man, he gets around. Aw. That's fun. Like a flower delivery service and just using the balloons for transportation. These are really cute pictures. Color chart, test page in the back, and there we go. Alright, so there's my new books for the week. Y'all, I'm just so tired. Every day feels like 2 or 3 days going by. Oh gosh. Anyway, so I did get my new set of Ranger Paints shimmer paints in. So I'm hoping this weekend to do a supply haul. It will be, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all. Can go ahead and show you honestly. So here's a new batch of shimmer paints from Ranger Ink. Here was the set I got at Christmas. I used the cherry pie in my picture with I buddy colored with Kathy. So I have new shimmer paints to show y'all. I have some new Dreamland watercolors to show you. These are this is the Witchcraft collection. And then we got my Magic Box markers to talk about again. I think that's going to be it in terms of supplies. Like I said, I just haven't picked up a lot in the last few months because I've been coloring as much, and I hate for supplies to sit around gathering dust. Oh, one thing I did do though that I might take the camera and show is I bought a few sets of drawers. I was looking at the Alex drawers, I think, from IKEA, which are like a real popular choice, but I'm not near an IKEA store, and it was crazy expensive in terms of shipping, even from the IKEA site to get those. So I opted for a cheaper version on Amazon that still had like the metal, the drawers aren't as deep, like, and they don't pull out as far out, but like they still have the metal drawer pulls and stuff, and they seem solid based on the reviews, and I've been real pleased with them. So I might show you guys those and let you know what my thoughts have been. To be fair, they're not even entirely full of stuff right now because I put some stuff in there and then got distracted. And but what I've used of them, the drawers seem really smooth, and like I said, it's nice to at least have places for my stuff even if I'm not using it a lot right now. So I might show you guys that in a video clip that I kind of slap everything together. So, okay guys, so I might do that. I'd like to finish up my collection videos with at least the second to last video. I'd like to do that on Friday, and then maybe the supply and book. I'm not going to do a book haul. I tell you what I'll do. Friday, I will probably do a collection update, like all the new books I've gotten since like October, and we'll make that the book haul part of the video. It'll be its own separate video. That way I'm not doing the same video essentially twice. And then Sunday, I'll just show the supplies or something. So, and then, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So, anyway guys, yeah, that's the plan. Of course, depending on how the rest of my week goes, that could go awry. If anything major happens, I might just do the supply Saturday and do another color and chat Sunday. If any more developments come across, it seems like so much is changing week to week here. It used to be like I'd go, weeks and things would just be plugging along, and not, I'd do a color and chat once or twice a month just to update you guys on things, but for the most part there wasn't a lot of news happening, and Lord have mercy, ever since, well, like September, but like really since the start of the year, it just feels like every week there's new developments, and I really miss the low-key life I had. It just feels like it was so long ago. Oh gosh. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.